Hey guys, it's Jessica Hayes. So this week I received this brand new palette from Ofra. I'm pretty sure it's from a Valentine's Day launch for them, and this is the Sweet Dreams signature palette from Ofra. I used it yesterday to do a look at work and I got so many compliments on my eyeball makeup, so I thought I'd recreate it again and do a little YouTube tutorial for you. So this is just going to be an eyes only tutorial, nice and short and sweet. So if you want to see how I got this eyeball look, then you know what to do. So I'm going to start off with a Sigma E40 brush and this light peachy color in the palette, and just start building that up in the crease of the eye. I was really surprised at how deep this palette got. I feel like this is like a really fresh version of a good old crack eye, so I think you guys will like this one. So basically just shoving that big fluffy brush and just getting a nice peachy blend through the eye crease right there. So now that the peachy blend is done, I'm going to take this E30 brush and this really dark color here, and I'm going to start by building that into the crease of the eye. So just pressing that color into the outer V of the eye and then right through into the middle of the crease, and then we're going to bring it onto this little inner corner as well, just for something different. I kind of have a habit of doing my eyeballs in a very similar shape all of the time, different colors, but same kind of formula. So I was trying to break out of the mold a little bit with this one, although it's certainly not new or original. Now that we have the depth of the color on, I'm just going to take a little bit of this shade right here onto that big fluffy blending brush again. And then I'm going to push the shape of the brush into the crease of my eye and just blend off the edge of that color, that dark color. So you're basically just letting the brush do all of the work for you, pushing it in between the eyeball and the brow bone and just blending that back and forth. I'm gonna go in with just a slightly smaller brush, and I'm just gonna take a little mixture of this and this right here, and then I'm just going to use the very tip of that brush just to fine tune that blend. I didn't put anything on that fluffy brush, just whatever's left on it, and just taking it right up underneath the brow bone there. I don't want to add any extra color, but I just want to make sure all of that top bit is nice and blended. Just gonna go back to that pencil brush and this dark color right here and fully do that underneath the eye. And I'm just gonna make sure that that top crease kind of meets up nicely with the bottom right here. I'm gonna go back in with this medium peachy color in that smaller Cosette blending brush and just really buff out underneath the eyes. Gonna grab that bigger, fluffier Sigma brush and just blend even more. The smaller ones are nice for a little bit of a deposit and blend, but these ones are good for just a big, really blown out blend. For underneath the eyes, you can always get whatever concealer brush you're using and just kind of buff underneath. If it's still got a little bit of concealer in it, this will just kind of meld the foundation and the bold blend in together a little bit more. And you can also very carefully do it on the top of the eye there as well. You just want to be careful to use a very light pressure so that you're not making any like dents in the color. I'm just going to go back in again with a little bit of that peachiness and just really buff and blend in this inner corner right here. See, with these bigger brushes, you can tell I really push them into the socket area and then just use a back and forth motion. So I'm letting that structure of my own face do the work for me with the blending. So now the fun part, the shiny bits, I'm going to take this shimmery shade here. These are the only two shimmery shades in the palette, which is pretty cool. I love me some mattes. So I just really pressed it into the brush and then I tapped it off a little bit. And then I'm just gonna pat that right onto the lid of the eye right there. I always usually like to, with shiny shadows, just go in with my finger just a little bit, just to make it a little more bold as well. So yesterday I used this color as a real inner corner pop. I'm not sure how I feel about inner corner pops, whether it's a very BB kind of look, but sometimes I love it, and kind of goes this cute color over that really dark purple, so why not? It's only makeup, right? It's not so serious. This color right here will make a really pretty cheek highlighter as well. I'm just going back in with this dark color right here and this tiny little corsette brush, and I'm just going to darken the crease up a little bit, and then just also soften that blend just a teeny tiny bit as well. So when you add a dark color first and then go back through with your blending later, it is sometimes a good idea just to go back in with a darker color after you've done all the blending, because sometimes you can just kind of blend that color away. All right, I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to use the Hourglass Caution and then these Makeup Geek lashes, and I'll see you back. I'm going to take this little Milani all over blending brush and just a tap of these two colors. I'm going to swish it on the back of my hand first just to make sure that there's not too much pigment. And then I'm just going to lightly dust that onto the apples of the cheeks. You can use a bigger brush if you want. It might help you get a little less dense color, but I'm just being lazy because I'm going to use this one for my highlighter as well. I really love this little Milani brush for highlighting. I feel like I really like how my skin looks super matte and then my eyes are a little bit shimmery, so going to add the tiniest tickle of highlight. I don't want too much, just on the tops of the cheeks. That's a really intense highlight, so I'm going to use the other side of the brush just to dim it down a little bit. Most of the Ofra highlights you can basically see from outer space. I'm trying to do right now a thing for Instagram TV as well, and I'm doing one of those really influencery, like, here's my eyes without mascara, and now, oh my gosh, through video editing, magically here's mascara and eyelashes. So I forget how I had my hands placed though. I'm not good at all this fancy editing. That'll do. How embarrassing. Too old for this shit. All right, for lips, yesterday I did Romanticize by Nabla, which was like a really nice kind of pinky color, but I think I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this nudie color from Ofra. This is a Flexi Stick, which is kind of like a flexible lip paint. It's not like a liquid matte, but I really like the texture of it if you've got drier lips, which I do right now. I have a little bit of balm on them right now too. So there we go, guys, just a quick little eye tutorial for you. Let me know in the comments below if you don't mind these quicker tutorials. For me, they're way less daunting to make because it takes me so much less time to edit. But yeah, I hope you like this little mini shoot, a little bonus video for you. That one's for you, Princey. Yeah, thanks for always hanging out with me and for all of your lovely comments always. And I'll see you when I see ya.